Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams hoping to finish their season in magical fashion by taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices, and mentally and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. On the move is the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good...
Just destroying his way through the field. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He leaves it with his back. Crossing the 30, he's got away. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
To the ground, he's got it again. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense can create that run physicality. Now it opens up everything else.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Kirby. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrison. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kentucky! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse.
And the ball is picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, and they've still got it at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Motion from the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's White. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Run in the red zone. It's Patterson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 1st down, here comes this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pulls it in. It's Washington.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
They'll leave it with the lone back.
Oh, my God.
On the move at the 30. And he breaks into the open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking left. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Try to march their way in. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up third and inches, and now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably won't.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the ground with the counter. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in the relax. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use.
He's off to the races. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, shows you a little bit of vision, shows you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
on the ground. It's Vaughn. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Vaughn. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to beat the DT. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Cavaliers headed quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Really nice job with the patience by the wide receiver there on that route. Working against man coverage in the perimeter of the field. He knows exactly where he needs to get and at what time he needs to be there so that when he turns around, the ball's there and they get the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kirby. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there, they're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
The sure hands, it's Kirby. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It is perfect. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. A strike downfield. All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
And the Cavaliers will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it, up and.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the downs. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Coming after it. Makes the grab. It's White. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the pummeling has started. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It'll be a draw. Went to the running game on third down and picked up 5, but still a couple of yards short. It's 4th and 2. The Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, they go back to the option play, and now this is the second time, Bob, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the options, responsibility football, I got to stop. My assignment, I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Jefferson. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Can I just talk to you real quick? Real fast. And I get it's coming from a good place, and I understand. But my mama gets on my fucking nerves. She works my fucking entire existence. And it's only like this ever since she been letting me use her car. That shit is getting on my fucking nerves. Like, I swear to goodness, it is. Because the one day I text you, that's what it was bothering me. And I'm trying to figure out, what the fuck, is it really the car? And I'm sitting there thinking like, no, it's not. I mean, it was a part of it, but it was her. And I'm thinking like, why is she irritating me so bad? And I'm thinking like, okay, the one conclusion I came to was like, okay, when I was in my active addiction, she was my support. Like, you know what I'm saying? She was the way I got around. So when I was sitting on the passenger side, it irritated me, and I didn't understand why. So I come to that conclusion, I worked past it. So then the next day, I got my appointment for my chiropractor every day at 5:30. Right? She gets to me at 5 o'clock, right? Then she takes the fucking long way around, so I miss my appointment. Irritating. So then I get here, put the tires in the car, then go to the fucking tire shop around the corner, right? So then I'm thinking like, okay, I'm not gonna really stress about the tires until I get my car running. I just put it back in my car and I'll take it myself. She tells me prior to then that because of whatever she got going on with the NBA, that she has to pay certain shit before the tags come because the car's in my dad's name. Okay? She did a power of attorney. That means because they're still married, she can sign for him, right? So they get all the way to the end of the fucking process, and then he's like, oh, well, we can't do it because you got these property taxes due. Okay, cool. No sweat. I'm not tripping. I understand, because I ain't paid my shit yet. So she tells me, oh, yeah, I get paid on Thursday, so you'll have your car, we'll get the tags and stuff all squared away. I done put my money to the side to buy my tags and all that. So then, we go to the tire shop. So then she tells me, fast forward back to where I was at. I was like, you know, if we, I was like, I'll just put them back in my car, and then come Thursday, then, you know, I'll just bring them back once I get the tag straight. She says out her mouth, oh, well, because I was like, Ma, are we still doing the tags on Thursday? She's like, oh, well, I don't know, I gotta let you know. Alright. Irritated. Because I'm like, alright, a side of me is like, okay, I get it, you know, but then the other side is like,
what do you get?
That, you know, maybe something came up as far as money.
Okay, and you can still hold your mother accountable. Because if something came up, you have every right to know that something came up so that you can adjust your plan. So all she has to do is say, hey, Monty, such and such bill came up. I may not be able to do it this week.
So she didn't say that yesterday. She said it today. Instantly got irritated at work. Because I'm like, okay, you wait until the day fucking before to tell me this.
Right.
So then she's talking about Monday. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean Monday? But I was like, you know what? Chill out. Humble yourself. Okay? So right now, I go to get me some fucking Taco Bell. Right? And so we on this thing called Life 360 where my family members, we can see where all of the family members are at, right? So I already knew when I left the house she was about to call me. So we get right here to I get up here, I'm on that back road, like going towards Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
She calls me. I'm like, hello? She like, where you going? To get some food? I get it. It's your car. You want to know. Respect. Well, why don't you just cook? You know how much money you spent? Because I want to. Like, I want to. I got food in the refrigerator. I don't feel like cooking. Is that okay? Like, then what irritates me, the worst is after she said Thursday day, she just sits on the phone. And I'm like, hello? She like, yeah. What's up, Mom? What? You sitting on the phone not saying nothing. Then she got quiet again. And I'm like, hello? And she like, don't worry about it. And then she hung the phone up. Can I tell you how that shit irritated my entire fucking existence? And I'm sitting there talking to myself. I'm like, bro, don't let that shit bother you. You knew what she was calling for. Don't let that shit bother you. But bro, the more I said don't let that shit bother me, the more that shit started to fucking bother me. And then I pull up to the house and I start talking to myself. I'm like, she irritates my existence sometimes. And I think it's the fact that I love her so much is the fact why she irritates me so bad. And I don't know what it is. But it's like, we was cool. Like, when I was driving my whip and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. But soon as she feel like she got some type of control, that's when the shit starts to piss me off. Because it's like, I pay my own motherfucking bills. I go to work every day, busting my ass, and then you still feel like you got control of me because you're allowing me to use your car. I didn't ask you. You offered. Okay, cool. I mean, it's going to cut out time for me to get to work because either way I'm going to get to work. You know what I'm saying? I got coworkers that live up the street. They will pick me up and take me to work. But you offered. So it's like, I feel like, in a sense, I feel like I'm being self-centered and selfish. But again, I don't feel like I am because I'm not out partying. I go to work and I come straight home. I'm in this bitch at 5:30, 6:45 at the latest after I leave out my chiropractor's appointment. You get what I'm saying?
So why would you? I get what you're saying, but now I'm confused. Back up. Where did the self-centered and selfish part come in?
I don't know. Because maybe because I feel like she's allowing me to use her car. And then it's like, okay, I get it. Like, okay, you just want to make sure that your car's not getting fucked up. Okay, cool. But like in the same sense, it's been about to be 2 years. I'm not on that same shit I used to be on. So like, what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, well, if you hurry up and get this other shit taken care of, then you won't have to worry about this. You get what I'm saying? And it's not like you paying for the tax. One thing I need you to do is take care of your part because your name is on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking you for no money. I'm not asking you to do nothing. All I'm asking is for you to get the tag straight because I can't move it over because it still has a lien on it. That's it. That's it and that's all. But it's like, bro, this shit's pissing me off. Like, I'm getting upset and it's like I'll get at work and then it's like I'll be at work and then it's just overbearing is what the fuck it is. And it's really getting on my nerves. And it's like, that's why I can't wait to talk to my therapist tomorrow. Because I don't know what to do. I don't. And it's like, I know setting boundaries, and it's just like, I know where the situation's gonna go. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna go to be like, okay, well, I did X, Y, and Z, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then it's gonna make me, then I'm gonna feel bad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, first of all.
Like, hold on, let me finish. Like, the other day, I snapped on her a little bit, because I get in the car, I'm already pissed off about this fucking car, right? I'm already mad about what's going on because I feel like that I did nothing wrong. And I didn't. I didn't do anything wrong with this car. But here it is, I'm getting all this headache from the insurance company, the rim shop, and then the car place. You feel me? And then it's like, then on top of that, I'm trying to regulate my emotions. I'm trying to do all of this stuff. Then I'm trying to be at work and then trying to be peaceful with the motherfucking patients or try to at least put on a persona for them because I can't bring my shit there. You know what I'm saying? They already got a lot of shit to do with. So I gotta put that mask on, and then it's like, I get in the car, then you asking me 151 fucking questions. Stop asking me a whole bunch of shit. This feels really good, by the way. Stop asking me a whole bunch of shit. I got it. Stop asking me. I'm not no child, and that's what pisses me off. And it's like, bro, how do I tell my mother that? How do I tell my mom, like, to back the fuck up? But then I know her, she's gonna turn it into something totally different. Like, I still need help. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the help. But it's like, don't make it on your terms. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I need to help me. Don't try to control me. Because that's what the fuck that was.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to see where I'm going, how I'm spending my money? Don't worry about none of that. My money is good. I got my shit put to the side. You get what I'm saying? Okay.
You have to get to a place where you can have that conversation with your mother, but it come from a loving place. And it come from a place that I understand that I may have traumatized you from my past um, actions, and you may not be at a place where I'm at, and I have to meet you where you're at. You're still 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Monty. Yeah, and you're still trying to work through that, and that's what it is. Dead ass. Like she's still working through that. Like she may talk to you. She may. There's just certain things that it's not just completely fixed yet, and that's on her.
That's not my shit though.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's on her, and at the end of the day, you can't. Well, first off, you gotta keep telling yourself when shit like that comes, you gotta say she's not where I'm at. That's the first thing you gotta do. Realize she's not where I'm at, and not let it bother you. Because at the end of the day, it bothering you ain't gonna affect nobody but you.
Yeah.
Cause she gonna still do what the fuck she's doing,
yeah.
or whatever. But you also have to, in turn, show her. And I don't mean like you aren't. You have to show her as far as like what you just said. You got your shit. You got so. I mean, you might have to put it that way. And I'm not saying it to say it to hurt her feelings, but say, Ma, I got all my shit ready.
But here's the thing. I had this conversation with her earlier because she texted me. When she texted me, she was like, "I read a text message to you. Hold on." This is the text I got when I was at work. So she was like, if you want or are able to help with one of these things to get your tags at least by Monday, I didn't have this huge amount in my budget for those amounts and what I have to pay. I have to pay at least a payment on my car and half of my storage in Maryland. Paying one of these, I won't be left with anything to pay both. This pay. Let me know what are your thoughts are. I said I don't have any money. Don't worry about the car tax. I'll wait until I have the money for that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But what I feel like, honestly, and I'm gonna be straight up with you, 100%. I feel like because I'm in a better position now, I feel like that I'm supposed to take on her shit, and I'm not doing that. And when I say take on her shit, she has a storage in Maryland for fucking what? I don't know. This has been 4 fucking years we've been down here. You get what I'm saying? She had a storage out here, which she still does, which my stuff in it, which I should take that bill over. You're right. I'm right. I should take that bill because my shit not for the apartment. But no, not even for real, because the shit that I was gonna pay for was like the couches and shit. That's in her apartment. So she wants me to pay either half of her car payment or pay her storage bill in order for me to get my tags. That wasn't the agreement. You get what I'm saying? That's not what we agreed on. So why now do you change shit up? You spoke before you were able to do anything, and that's what pisses me off. Because now it's like I have to wait for her to do shit, and that's what pisses me off. Because I know that if shit is not done in a certain amount of time, it's not gonna get done until she feels like doing it. And my mom is a procrastinator. She's a big procrastinator. You feel me?
Mm.
It feels good saying this, actually, because I've never said this before. She's a fucking procrastinator. And I had to understand sometimes that my mom is not perfect. And I understand that. I understand she's not perfect. But in the same sense, when it interferes with my life is when I start to have the issue. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Now I'm done.
Well, I mean, that's the only thing you're either going to have to, I don't want to say make it cut and dry, but down to the meat and potatoes of it as far as, look, can you do this or can you not? Because it sounds like you gonna keep getting excuses. Because Monday gonna come and it's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna have to do it. That's what I feel like.
And I feel like, let me tell you something, and I'll put this on everything. Me and my mom will have a conversation, and it's not gonna be a pretty one. It's not gonna be a pretty one. It's not, because I'm getting to the point of getting agitated. I'm getting really agitated because I feel like I'm practicing patience. I am. I really am practicing patience because that car was supposed to be on the road last week. So here it is this week and nothing. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That car was supposed to be. I was supposed to get a tax for that on Saturday. Last Saturday. This car been out for 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks now, and I have not driven it once. You feel me? Outside in the parking lot. That's where it's been the whole time. Saturday. Well, when I got down here, I took off that Monday, but then all this other shit started coming up with the lien and all that other stuff. So then she looks up a way where she can be involved in it. And I think that's what it is too. She wants a piece of something. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's bothering. Because I'm like, we could have found an alternate route. I could have did something with my dad. We could have figured it out, but she just had to be involved. So now that she's involved, whatever it is that she got going on and all the shit that she neglected to pay is now coming back in this situation. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And now I'm getting irritated. I'm getting really irritated. And if Monday comes and nothing happens, I don't know. I'm probably gonna be finding a new way to work. Cause I'm for real. I'm gonna have to pay Charles and pay Jen money for me to get back and forth to work. Because I'm gonna just let this lady have her car and I'm gonna be done with it completely. Because that's what's the point I'm getting to. It's fucking with my peace, man, and it is. And it's like before, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm actually feeling these feelings now. Because my mom hasn't really agitated me in the last 2 years like this because I had my own. You get what I'm saying? Well, because before I got my car, she did the same shit. And I think that's why another part I'm upset about is because I should be expecting this, but it's like, in my mind, I feel like, no, in my heart, I feel like it's going to be, oh, well, maybe she's really going to go through her word on time when she says she's going to do it. But up here, it's like, nigga, now you know your mother. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, then again, I blame myself because I should have been financially responsible. And even though the shit happened the way that it happened, you know what I'm saying? I was on my way to work, you know what I'm saying? And then my car got fucked up. But I blame myself a little bit because I'm like, you should have been financially ready for if you needed to go out and get another car or something of that nature. You get what I'm saying? I guess I'm holding myself too high of a standard with this, but it's like I'm making enough money to where I should have been saving enough money and been able to. You get what I'm trying to say?
But you can't. You're letting that become a negative impact instead of letting it become a learning experience. Instead of looking at it, oh, I should have. It should be like okay, this is the exact reason why I need to go ahead and start putting $25 in a savings account out of each check.
Yeah.
Or $50 or whatever the case may be, because like my mentor told me, like he told me when he was getting started with everything, he had an envelope system. He had a certain amount of money he put in the envelope for entertainment, a certain amount of money he put in for groceries, a certain amount of money he put in, and this is after he paid his bills. You know, because he takes the 80/20, and he takes the 80%. He takes his check, and the first thing that he does out of his check is he pays himself. And then after he pays himself, then he goes ahead and he pays his bills. And whatever's left over that, then he breaks that down. He breaks it down into entertainment, food, I can't remember all of them, but he breaks it down, and basically whatever the envelopes empty, you don't do that anymore. Your entertainment envelope is empty. Your ass don't go out and have no fun for the rest of that pay period or whatever the case may be. That was his way of disciplining himself. But he said everybody should work towards having at least $1,000 in savings. And then once you get to that $1,000, the ideal is that you want at least 6 months of disposable income in a savings account. That way, if anything is to ever happen to you, lose a job, you know, get into a health problem, something, whatever the case may be, you have 6 months worth of your income saved up. That's disposable. So that's ideally where we want to be. So, I mean, it's not about shit. I'm not there yet. It's like, okay, this shows me what I should prepare to do, or what I should start practicing,
Absolutely.
so that I don't find myself in this situation again. But the only thing that has me a little taken back is you've been building everything else, and you just started talking about getting a new car. So why would you already have the money? Because I mean, legit, you like talked about getting a new car, and a week later your car got in an accident. So I mean, that's not like a, well, I wasn't prepared. No, you just started this mindset. This you just put this seed in your head. So the fact that you weren't prepared for it, that no, no, don't do that to yourself. You being hard on yourself now in that aspect. Um, but uh, and I even told you, if it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I don't have a doctor's appointment, you're more than welcome to use my car. I told you that because I only got class on Tuesdays and Thursdays right now, and that's between 9:30 and 9:30 and 10:50. Those are the only 2 days that I got class. That like on campus. All of my rest of my classes are asynchronous. That's why I was trying to tell you,
Yeah.
like if something comes up. I mean, if you need to alleviate your stress, bro, hey, I'm, you're my little brother. I'm here.
I appreciate you. I do.
I mean, if I would let a chick that I like use my car for a week, you should know I would let you use it without hesitation. You just got to make sure you regulate the sound. You know, I don't want you to go up there in the avenues.
Who the fuck is
Huh? Huh? What you say? You want what?
Bro, so, yeah. So she's just not where I'm at.
No, not at all. She's not where you were at. Like, I love your mother to death because she's your mother. But your mother has a lot of work she needs to do herself.
Absolutely.
Just like my mom, believe it or not, and my mom is I'm
Absolutely.
fortunate. Like, my mom helps me out a lot, but I don't have nowhere near, like, my mom is not in my shit. Like, my mom calls me at least once a week to check on me, and once every other week to let me know that she's sending me money. But she don't question me about anything. She doesn't think that I'm taking my money and or taking her money and doing something else with it or whatever the case may be. It's like we are not there,
Yeah.
and I've shown her.
Were y'all ever at that point?
Um,
Think so.
we were when I had first. What I had first came back and from Houston, and I had got a job at Cox Communication. Yeah, I had to finish that. My mom co-signed on an apartment for me, and she co-signed on a car for me. And she, you know what? No, because even like she was not on my ass about did you pay the rent? Did you pay your car note? Like she wasn't on my ass about shit. I mean the closest that I've gotten was when I was like I started getting into active addiction and I was about to end the rent to the rent wasn't going in no more. I mean it was 1,400 a month.
I really honestly think that she tries to use me as a distraction from her own shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I do. I really feel like she tries because like when her and my stepfather be going through it, I can tell the difference because I don't hear from her when they good,
Mm-hmm.
and I like it that way. Don't get me wrong. I love it that way. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm free to move about the cabin as I want. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then as soon as they go through it or whatever the case may be, and then like she not talking to him, then she feel like she gonna direct that energy towards here, and that's what's going on right now. And that's what I can't. That's where I'm at with it, and it's like, how do I say this shit? Hey, stinker boy. How do I say this shit without coming off like a douchebag?
Well, sometimes want to say sometimes you gotta sound like a douchebag or be a douche, but sometimes.
Because that's my mom, and I respect her, and I love her.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm an adult like she an adult. You get what I'm saying? I let her live her life. Let me live mine. You get what I'm saying? Because just that, I already knew, bro. I knew it.
Let me ask you a question. Why didn't you ask her what? Because to me, like, if that was my mom, and she would have called me, like, because first of all, we ain't doing that whole family shit. No, I mean, we got, like, bad enough we all got Apple phones. I mean, iPhones. You can find my location if I want you to. But anyways, if she did that to me, like, she called, the first thing I would have been like, Mom, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Like, why'd you call me? Because I'm not going to assume, and I'm not going to go based off of, because even though if I know, I'm going to let you know that, hey, I know what you're doing. Do you realize what you're doing?
But that's what kind of how the conversation went, because it was like, once she said, where are you going to get some food? You get me? Like, I'm going to get food.
No, when she.
It shouldn't have been that far, right?
No, because as soon as she would have said, where are you going, I would have been like, Mom, what are you doing? Why are you asking me where am I going? Do you not trust me in your vehicle? Like, that's where my conversation would have went. That would have
been, yeah.
Because
I understand that, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna play along with your game. We're not gonna play this game. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk like adults. Soon as you do, what are you doing? Like, why are you asking me that? Like, tell me, like, what is the reason that we are having this conversation right now? Because I need to know. If you don't trust me, let me know. I will hand you back your vehicle. I have other options. Good and dry.
You know, now that we talking about it, I feel like a sense of me feels like, I don't even know, bro. Because if I was to say that, let me just say it, because I feel like it sounds stupid, but I'm still gonna say it because it's how I feel. I feel like because when I was going through my addiction, she supported me, so I feel like that she deserves an answer every time that she calls my phone.
Okay, let me ask you this.
That's just how I feel.
Yeah, but are you that person?
No.
Then why live by that standard?
Okay, say that shit. Okay, yeah, I need to hear that. Yeah, you're
right. That's not you no more.
You're right. You're right.
If you are carrying yourself like that's not you no more, you want other people to carry you like that's not you no more. You have to let them know that, hey, that's not me no more.
But I feel like, let me be fair straight up with you. I feel like I show it every day. So why the fuck should I have to verbalize something that I'm showing? You get what I'm saying? Like, I can understand if I was still going out in the streets, I was still out there partying, I was still hanging with this person, I still was doing this, but I was just clean while I was doing it, then that would be understandable. But I don't go nowhere but to fucking work, and up in that motherfucking Queens, that's it. And I might go out occasionally with Raven. But that's it, and that's all. I feel like 2 years of that, bro,
Matter of fact, ask Raven if she wants to go, like, karaoke.
I'll ask her. She'll probably be like, yeah. She'll be like, yeah. Because I almost cussed her out tonight because she made me mad. She had me starve myself all day today, which I really didn't. Charles had brought me lunch. But I wanted to let her know that to make her feel guilty. And so I called her, so I texted her, I was like, what you doing? Because she wanted to try this place she's on TikTok that's in the Virginia Beach, right? So I'm like, what you doing? She's like, nothing, eating and talking to Jasmine. I said, eating? So you had me starve myself all day?
You horrible.
I was like, so you had me starve myself all day to go out to you? And so she was like, what the fuck she said? I was mad. I really wasn't mad. I had an attitude though, because I really wanted to go to that place. This is what she said. She was like, she was like eating and talking to Jasmine. She told me Rock got hired. I said, yup. I was like, and eating? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I said, so you had me starve myself all day for nothing? She was like, oh, damn. I said, see what I'm talking about? Because I always had this thing. I was like, you always cancel. You end up canceling plans. And then you be like, oh, it's me. No, it's you. And so she was like, my bad. I changed my mind. I said, don't even worry about it. Right? So she was like, because my mom home early and she was already tripping on my kids. So I didn't want to leave because I just don't have time for the shits talking about between her and her mom. And I was like, thumbs up. She's like, don't be mad. I still want to go check that place out. I said, I ain't mad, but next time let me know something. Like, she's like, you right, my apologies. And then so we went on our regular conversation. But yeah. I was upset. I had a little attitude. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did. I was like, well, bitch, you already ate, so what you mad? I guess I wanted to hang out with her, and it's like I don't know how to express that. Like, friend, I wanted to go out and eat. I want to hang out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, why not just say that?
Because I'm not there yet. Let's be honest. I'm not there yet.
Okay, well, as long as you're being honest with yourself.
I'm not there yet. I'm not there to where I can feel like I want to have a person around. I don't want that. Like, I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm still breaking through this shell. I want to be around certain people, but I won't let them know that I want to be around them. Does that make sense?
No.
I know. Isn't it stupid? This is what goes in my mind every day. Like, I be like, and if they tell me, oh, no, they got something to do, then can I catch an attitude? I don't fucking know, Derek. I don't fucking know. I want to be around my friends. But it's like, if you feel like you got something more important to do, bitch, go do that. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but
love me.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't tell me, hey, I want to be around you, or hey, I would like to hang out with you.
But then here's the thing with that, because with my other homeboy that's in Baltimore, I've known him for almost 10 years. Last night, he made me feel uncomfortable because I fell asleep on the phone. And I mind you, he like my brother. And so it was me, him, and my other best friend, Darius. We was on the phone, but Darius didn't get back on the phone last night, so it was just me and him. So we on the phone, and so I fall asleep, right? I get a text talking about, good night, daddy. You done had a long night at work. Bitch, what? Hold on. When is this? Are we sisters? When has this ever been a thing? Like, I'm just confused. And then so it's like, that makes me feel uncomfortable because then it's like, I gotta have that uncomfortable conversation with you where it's like, don't call me that. You get what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just tripping. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't gotta make the conversation uncomfortable. First of all, I should be like, look,
don't call me daddy.
Yeah, don't do that. That's all I'm gonna do. Like, don't do that.
I'll probably say that night when I get it. But like, I don't want nobody to think that I like them like that because I don't. You know what I'm saying? And if I tell Ray, I don't want her to feel like I like her like that. Because that's where I would go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Somebody be like, oh, I want to hang out with you. Oh, I mean, we ain't there yet. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, we friends. Don't get me wrong. That's my ace. That's my dog. But it's like, I'm not there with the telling you, hey, friend. I do be like, I miss you, friend. I say that. But I ain't going to be like, I want to spend time with you, friend. Or I want to hang out with you, friend. I would say I want to hang out with you, friend. I would say that. But I want to spend time with my friend. That makes me seem like I'm being vulnerable and soft. And I'm not that. I cry from time to time. But I am not vulnerable or soft.
I hate to break it to you, but vulnerability is the strongest.
Well, I don't want to be vulnerable with people because I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah, that means you're a softie.
What?
I don't want to be vulnerable because I'm afraid to get hurt. That means you're pussy. I'm afraid to get hurt. No,
I want to get hurt because then if they do something that I don't like, then I feel like I'm going to be overly involved.
No.
But it seems like that's happening any fucking way because I was mad that she didn't fucking want to go out to eat. So it's happening any fucking way. Yeah. But why would I want to get that extra energy of being soft and sweet with a motherfucker if you gonna do me the same way and I ain't even asked you yet?
No. Well, first of all, how are you just going to assume and just take away their opportunity to tell you no?
Because you asked me. I didn't ask you. She asked me to go to the restaurant. I didn't ask her. So I made plans in my schedule.
Okay.
Which I really didn't have a schedule. But, you know what I'm saying? I was free after 5:45. But
okay,
that's not besides the point.
Because first of all, you need to stop with the bullshit.
What bullshit?
Because
she asked me to go to the restaurant.
She did. She asked you to go to a restaurant.
On Wednesday.
Your ass had already eaten. Knowing that you were supposed to go to... See, that's why you ate. Because the universe had already set all this shit in motion.
I was just being prepared. Is that a bad thing?
Nope.
So what are we talking about?
What we're talking about the fact that you are trying to react on shit where at the same time, like, well, you know, you already ate. It's not like, you know, you were starving.
But she don't know that.
But see, that's the thing, though. That's the problem.
She don't know I already ate.
Yeah, but that's
and
the problem.
And I feel like I need to disclose that information.
But see, that's the problem.
I feel like I should don't even know that information because she already had known that we was going out to eat and I was going to wait. Even though I was off for lunch and I took the lunch.
No, but see, the thing is, you made it sound like character defect. Like you hadn't eaten and that you were starving and that you were waiting to hear from her before you decided to eat. Character defect. You need this.
I did. I was hungry when I texted her because that's what made me text her. I was starving when I texted her. I had eaten earlier. Now I'm trying to justify it.
Yeah. Believe your own bullshit. I ain't hearing none of it.
Yeah. But no, like on some real shit though, like I don't know, bro. I really want to have that conversation with my mom, but it's like that's gonna be a tough conversation because this is one mom that she deflects, and that irritates me. It irritates me when she deflects.
Okay.
Because she'll be like, well, no, like, cause I'll be like. I'll try to have a serious conversation with her. Like the other day. We was in the car. And Sunday, she let me use her car, right? To go to my classes. Car was filthy. Not dirty filthy. Yeah, dirty filthy. Like, then everybody asked me, oh, Monty, can you drive to go to lunch? They drove the day before. Sure. I didn't think that back seat looked like that. Then, so, it was that Monday, she's like, why you have all my stuff thrown in the trunk? What, somebody was in the car with you? Yeah, I drove to lunch. And so she was like, you ain't trying to take none of the trash out the floor and da-da-da. I said, you didn't even take the trash out the floor. Then she was like, oh, because I had so much to do, I ain't get a chance to do it. Because I was at the NBA. I'm like, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, baby, your car been like this for a long time. A long time. What does the NBA, you going to the NBA for me, have to do with the car being dirty? That's what I'm saying about deflecting. You're trying to take that accountability. You're trying to take that off of you and put it onto me. Like, you going to the NBA by your choice and your suggestion and placing it on me.
Did you say that?
No. I mean, I said something about the car. I was like, you didn't even pick up the empty chip bag.
No, I get that part.
That's all I said.
But see, the necessary shit is the shit that you don't be saying.
Bro, I don't know what that is about. I feel like the only time I react to that type of thing is when I get emotional or when I'm like at my wit's end and I'm fed up with something. That's when everything starts to come out how I really feel. And I've always been like that, and I really want to change that. That's when I'm working with my therapist now. It's like I really want to change that. I do, but I don't want it to be where I set that boundary in an aggressive manner, more so change it to being assertive than aggressive. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like my life would be a lot easier.
When you wait, when you bottle and bottle and bottle and bottle and bottle and then wait and then it explodes, that's when it's coming out aggressively.
Yeah.
But when you acknowledge what you're feeling, accept what you're feeling, and then speak on what you're feeling right then and there, it's coming from...
Do I feel like my feelings aren't valid?
That's part of it. I was waiting for you to come to that conclusion. Because you feel like since you put your mom through that bullshit that, she has the right to feel and say whatever the fuck she wants to in this whole situation because of the shit you did that you had put her through. That's a lot. That's one of the reasons why your ass, you'll get to that point where it's like, I'm not gonna say it. And it's not because you don't want to set a boundary or because you don't. It's because subconsciously or deep down inside, it's like you're telling yourself, well, she has the right to do this because of what I did to her. No, she doesn't. Because first of all, she chose to be there with you through that shit. She could have chose to let you walk through that shit by yourself. That's first off. And second of all, if she's expecting you to change, grow, and get better, she has to change. And if I'm changing and I'm moving this way, you can't hold shit and keep dropping shit on my shoulders from back here. Because I'm trying to shake that shit off as I go forward. So, like, I can't shake something off and then, a few days later you put something else back on me.
Because I feel like that's gonna cause a separation. I feel like it's already causing a separation. That makes sense? Like I'm starting to disassociate myself with my mother because of this stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, alright, granted, when I first moved into here, she was helping me with my rent for the first month, right? Well, first month. Yeah, for the first month. She was helping me with my rent, right? Then, once I started working at the nursing home, that's when I started, my responsibility started coming back. Getting up for work in the morning, making sure I got my motherfucking bus passes and shit. Then I got a car. Then it's like, that's when shit really started going for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like paying bills and stuff like that, yada, yada. And then it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, she'll help me out if I need the help, but then it's like, this is the most I've asked her for help in the last 2 years. I'm just venting, that's all. I'm not trying to put no excuses or no answers or nothing for anything. I'm just venting because I never really got this off. This is the most I've asked her for help in like the last 2 years, and it's been. I've enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my independence. You get what I'm saying? I enjoyed everything. Then this happened, and then it's like now I feel like this just me getting a new car is just not it. It's more to it that I'm learning, and it's like I think all of this shit is growing pains. You know what I'm saying? Even having this conversation because I used to always try to project my mom as this perfect person to people, but it's like I can't hold this shit in now. Like my mom is my mom, and I understand that. But I also, in my mind, I had to come to the realization that my mom is not perfect. Like I always wanted her, like not always wanted to be, but I always imagined her to be. You get what I'm saying? Because she has her flaws too, with certain situations. And it's like the more that I start to understand that, the easier things are starting to be. But it's like just getting over this hump with this fucking car. It's being difficult for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Then like last night with that shit with Jonathan, that shit was crazy to me, bro. Let's talk about that. That shit blew my fucking soul. And why it blew my soul? Because I really was under the pressure. I kind of understand why Dylan is the way that he is when it comes to new people in the house. I understand. And am I gonna be that way? Probably not. Probably not. Because I feel like everybody deserves a chance. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be with them right. But after that, it's like, when the fuck did he go to the hospital? Did you know about that?
No. Alex said it was last Friday.
How the fuck did Alex know about that? He called Alex to come pick him up?
I don't know. I just know Alex looked in his phone and was like, it was Friday. It was last Friday. I had no idea.
Cause then I'm like, bro, where was the fuck was I at last Friday? I don't even remember. I don't even know where he was last Friday. Was he here? I worked and came home, I think. And he wasn't here though. And then I think the part that's fucking me up is the conversations we had. But you know also, let me tell you how God works. And I feel like I'm protected. No, I know I'm protected. Because he moved in that room. Right? He only stayed in there one night and he moved back over. And I was sitting there wondering like, damn, like, is it me? Like, why nobody want to stay in this room with me? Like, what the fuck's going on? And it's like, no, he had already done what he had done. And that would explain why, like, I just thought he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I just thought he was crazy as fuck. Some days. Because, like, he'd be moving around and Anthony and shit like that. I'm going, what the fuck wrong with him? Like, is he really crazy? Because then I saw his medications, what all he take. And he takes shit for psychosis and all that other shit. So I'm like, okay, he's just crazy. It's okay. I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that night or that day, it was like, because I asked him, like, bro, are you still moving in the room or what you doing? I was like, because I can clear all his other stuff out, sweep up the room a little bit for you so you can move your shit in there. He like, oh no, I got it. I ain't gonna do it. I do it. Then that night he texted me was like, yeah, Monty, I'm gonna move in the room and da 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 da, like doing all this extra explanation. I'm confused because I'm not asking you. I'm trying to make you more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But it's a bigger bed. We kind of cool. We vibe. You know what I'm saying? So what are you doing? And so he goes, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go back to the other room. I apologize and this, that, and the third. I was like, okay. I mean, I'm confused. And then so this come out. So then I'm thinking like, okay, now that makes sense. Right? Why you looking at me like that?
I personally feel like that kid has a lot that he is still battling with, because I mean, in my book, I would say the kid was gay as a motherfucker, but it kept seeming like he was trying to put on this facade, like that whole comfort wasn't there, and it's like he was trying to find it, but at the same time, it's like he's still trying to find himself. And I'm just like, it's like he would come in and he talked to me and Dylan about fucking like betting, gambling on the phone. I'm just like, bro, I really don't care. Like, I don't gamble. Like, you're trying, like, I can see you're excited and like that's something you like enjoy talking about, but I don't. You know, but it's like there were things like, I'm not gonna lie, no bullshit. I was like, I knew something was, because like the whole time, like every time, every day, it would.
Stormy, no, grab the shirt, and go about your business. Go.
Go sit down.
Thank you.
To me, it was like he was just trying too hard, and he was doing way too much.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, you hiding something, but it's gonna come out. Right? Yeah. That's why it's like I wasn't gonna remind him that he had to. I was just like, okay, well, I just know that that house meeting that falls on the 30-day mark. That's when I'm gonna do it, and like that's why I was like, when I gave it to him, I was like, At first when I called it, when he came downstairs, I was like, okay, I wonder if he's gonna say something when I hand this to him, like if he's gonna like, hey, well, blah blah blah, and he didn't. He's like, he walked over there. I was like, okay, all right, well, he ain't trying to, fake pee or nothing, so I'm like, all right, well.
You know what took me out? He was like, Monty, come look at this. I'm like, wait, this nigga, we already know he about to be high. And I was like, am I tripping? Then I had to put up in the light like, that shit say cocaine. What the fuck? Like, hey, Jonathan, you pop dirty, homeboy. What you got going on?
But the thing about addicts that kill me is like, bro, and I try to tell, that's like I was trying to tell, like, bro, I'm not trying to be that, but like, stop, don't bullshit, like, stop, just stop. Like,
so what he said? No, it was see, I had used that, somebody used that, but back when before I got here, when I smoked last time I smoked a blunt, and I was sitting there like, nigga, what? I'm like, you dealing with a bunch of addicts, right?
Right.
You dealing with a bunch of ex-crackheads and meth heads in this bitch, right?
Yeah.
So,
like, you dealing with motherfuckers who know, like, the chemical compounds, the breakdowns, the metabolics, structure of this shit. Like, I used to sit in the kitchen, motherfucker. You ain't gonna sit up here and tell me some bullshit.
Yeah, then it just started slowly coming out. Like,
Because when he killed me with that, I really don't know how that got in there. Like, that just blew my mind too. And I'm just like, bro, stop. Just stop, nigga. Just stop. You ain't getting no Emmy for this shit.
And then he was like, I was like, so you was using drugs while you living here? No.
No, this ain't before I moved in.
No,
at my mom's house.
At my mom's house. But you were living here.
Yeah.
Fuck, nigga. And he was like, no, I really want this, man. I don't know what to say. I really do want this. At this point, I started watching TV. Because I'd be like,
that's when I told him, I was like, look, bro, at the end of the day, you gotta stop saying shit because you think that's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
And you got to start taking accountability and start moving accordingly. You got to start walking like you want this shit because I can't keep you fucking sober, bro. That's not my job. All I can do is point you in directions, give you some suggestions, and that's it.
Like yesterday, before he left, I went in the room like, bro, so how you feel? And he was like, man, I don't know what I'm about to do. I was like, well, you got the number. I was like, you feel me? You got the number. Call up there tomorrow. He was like, well, what is that? I was like, it's an inpatient treatment center. He was like, well, what is that? I'm like, you go there for 30 days. You ain't got to worry about food. You ain't got to worry about no shower. You ain't got to worry about bed to sleep in. You good. And I was like, then they'll help you get into another program, another sober living. And if you do your 30 days and we got to open it, bro, you can just come back here. But you can't stay here. He's like, man, I know, bro. He's like, yeah, Monty, I'm this, that, and the third. I'm like, well, bro, look. You got a support system, you know. Just because you can't live here don't mean we're gonna stop fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta figure out what you're gonna do. I was like, so what you gonna stay at? He was like, man, if I had it my way, I would just live in my mom's house. And I'm looking like, oh, okay. So she's your enabler.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And I was thinking about it today. I went to work. When I went to work, I was like, damn, bro. I really should get some of these pamphlets. But then I thought about it. Stormy, grab it. Grab it. Pick it up.
Nope.
Go. I was thinking like, damn. I was like, but you know what? This falls back on where I try to take on shit that's not mine. And so I just left him at work. I was like, if he really, I was like, I gave him the olive branch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I gave you the number, and I sent you the screenshot, so you can't say you don't got it or you lost the number. Sent you the screenshot of the admission line, and you don't even got to come to the one I work at. Go to a different one, but get your ass to the treatment center.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't choose to take that, then I went to work. I was like, listen, you know, we might have potential intake. Da 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 da. Gave him the name. I was like, just look out for him. You know. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I hope he calls and this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. But if you don't take that opportunity, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I have. That's what I have to constantly remind myself. Even when I'm at work, you know, when people decide they want to take certain routes or they want to leave and shit like that, I can only convince you but so much. I can only talk you down but so much, because at some point in this whole process, you have come to the conscious conclusion that you want to go back out. You want to go back out and you don't want to finish this out? Cool, I respect it. But just know that if you go back out, that could be your last time.
But when you have that conversation with people, okay, the one thing about people in addiction that you have to do is that you have to not help, you have to have them have self realization. And the way to do that is using one word and one word only.
What?
It's the word I use with you.
Accountability?
Nope. Why?
Why? Ooh, I never thought of that.
Yeah. Anytime they're like, well, I don't want to be here anymore. Okay. Why? Well, because okay. Why do you feel that way? Why don't you like
Why
that?
you gotta bring up that shit? I'm glad you brought up that shit. Because you remember that night
Mm-hmm.
when you mom fucked me on the couch?
I'm saying, why is the root to get any
like,
answer that you want?
Nigga, wait a minute. I ain't come out here for no therapy session, but let's keep going.
Like, I learned that shit when I was when I was coming up with like sales. I was a sales trainer, and it's funny because after I kind of realized it myself and started getting into it, the psychology of it, like some dude came and did a TED talk on it, like getting to your why. And I was like, man, I've been telling people this shit for fucking years. I should have did a goddamn TED talk on this shit. But anyways, but yeah, finding the why, not just yours. I mean, if it comes to you, then yeah, finding your why will give you the answer to anything that you want to do. Like anytime you're like, well, maybe I should do this. Okay, why am I thinking that? And then once you get that answer, you ask why to that. You just keep going until you come to the actual root solution or the root of the whole. I don't want to say problem. The root of the whole situation. And that's the one thing that I use with, and believe it or not, bro, like I was a dealer and I was an addict, but like I was so like fatherly and philosophical out that bitch is ridiculous. Like I'd have kids telling me, "Well, I don't want to live here." Why? Like, why are you doing this? You're like, what do you have going on in your life that makes you feel like this is your only option? Like, bro, I had, granted, I did not think it was the smartest thing to do, but all of my friends that were high, that were like strung out on heroin, I switched their ass over to meth. Why? Because at least I know they ain't gonna die.
Yeah. Yeah. You never hear about nobody OD nowhere.
You can't.
Heart might explode.
Nope. Meth is an amplifier. It's a stimulant that it stimulates all of your senses, your reactors, all that stuff. Basically, what'll happen is if you get too much, your body will shut down before the OD.
Here's something funny.
What?
Yeah, right. I used to think I was a vampire for Twilight.
This nigga was ever.
Bro, because I could see shit, and I could hear shit, and I used to be like, does this transform me into a vampire when I get high?
This motherfucker here.
For real, and I used to have this thing, because I used to think I used to be out at nighttime all the time. I'm like, and I wouldn't come outside during the day. I used to think that shit all the time.
No.
I ain't never, let me tell you something. That's how I know I love you. Because I ain't never told nobody that shit. I ain't never told nobody that embarrassing shit before.
Fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Caught behind the line. It's Galladay. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page, though.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Jefferson. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And that is where defensive ends make their money, by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life hard.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They go to the ground. And the defense finally makes a stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Open space at the 25. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Yeah, they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the game. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the point after is good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It's not going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
They're going to sit back in zone. I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing. Find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.